My name is Tatiana Burka. I'm engaged in high-value agriculture activity project financed by USAID, and it is an honor for me to represent some of our producers and moderate today's discussion panel. Thank you all for watching us today. We'll be here with you for the next 1.5 hours, and let me give you a brief introduction of what is going on to happen here. For all of us to start from a common base, we will begin with a quick overview of Moldova Fruit Association and Moldovan apple season for the years 2020-21. After which we will have 3 guided virtual tours to 3 apple producers, followed by questions and answers session. If you will have any questions to our producers during their presentations, please write them in chat. After all presentations will be over, we will first discuss questions from the chat, and then we will start an open voice discussion. So our first speaker is Adrian Gazakaro. Adrian, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Tatiana. Okay, I want to say hello again to everybody, the ones that joined in the last minutes. Here, I'm really pleased that people found time to join this meeting. Of course, it will be much more interesting to see you live, somewhere at a trade show, or maybe, here in Moldova. But because of this pandemic situation, of course, we have to find some other solution. So anyway, I'm very glad, I'm very happy to see you even virtually, but I hope we'll have a good time together. So we'll start with the presentation, a general presentation of our association. So just a moment, let me screen share. So, do you see the presentation?
Yes.
Okay, great. So Moldova Fruit, first I'll start.
Adrian, display settings, please.
Correct. Just a moment. So, can you see the presentation now?
Display settings.
Yeah, display settings are
Swap.
As you see.
Swap.
Okay. So we'll start with a short video about our association. It was founded in year 2006. Basically now it's the main association gathering the fruit growers in Moldova. Currently we have over 180 members. The majority of them are very advanced producers owning more than 20,000 hectares. So mostly we grow apples, but also sweet cherries, sour cherries, peaches, plums, table grapes, and some other fruits. So our members produce over 200,000 tons of different fruits. But probably more than a half of exports are done by our members, because within the association we have several companies specialized in exporting fruits. So basically the job itself, the exports are done by our members. So you as potential buyers, of course, you will finally deal with the members. But we within the associations are the ones that connect people, and what actually are we currently doing, So the association is the one that is responsible for organizing the participation of our members to international trade fairs. So some of you, we actually met for the first time at these trade fairs. So we also organized inward or outward trade missions. And we've also organized this different kind of events like this one, in order to connect people, making matchmaking, and unfortunately now it's not possible to do it in how to say, with physical presence, but at least we are happy that the technology is so advanced and we can do it virtually. We're also working with you as potential buyers. We also pay a lot of attention to the good, how to say, good preparation of our members. We want them to supply to you the best quality products. So that's why we, another job of our association is educating our members in the field of marketing and the market requirements to be able to provide you the best quality fruits. And also we offer them technical support and education regarding production technologies. So because today we will talk about Moldovan apples, I'll just list several varieties that are well demanded all over the world. So these are the Gala and with its different clones or varieties. So of course we produce a lot of golden delicious apple, red delicious or red chiefs, Jonah Gold, Florina, Fuji, Granny Smith, Braeburn, Champion, and so many other varieties. Basically, our members are ready to deliver their apples the year around, so no problem in general because we have very modern cold storage facilities. When we'll make these virtual tours, you'll have the opportunity to see it. So here is a chart showing how the exports of Moldovan, how were the exports of Moldovan apples during the last years. Basically, what I have to tell you that our production potential practically doubled in the last 5 years. Even if the last year were kind of a drop, but it was mostly related to let's say not the best weather conditions for growing fruits that we had in the last seasons. So that's why I'll focus a little bit about the last season's challenges. So first of all, we had some frosts in the spring that affected some varieties, especially in some regions. Also, the year was characterized by a severe drought, and it had actually more impact on the traditional orchards, but not so much on the others that are modern and, as we call them, super intensive, having drip irrigation. And some producers suffered from hail. Of course, the output of this was that the production a little bit decreased. But from another side, it motivated or provided more incentives to our members to increase even more the area of plantations according to the newest technologies, meaning that these plantations are already covered with the anti-hail nets. So these are super intensive plantations with the modern irrigation systems. And of course, considering that it's a higher potential for higher quality fruit, so there are more and more investments in sorting and in cold storage facilities. From another side, also because that people saw very good opportunities on the European market, they started more intensively to certify their production. And currently we have over 50 members that are Global Gap certified. And that's a big opportunity, that's a potential to supply to the best clients in Europe, when this product will be easily accepted by the retail chains that has really high demands regarding standards. Now, if you don't mind, I'll just a moment. I'd like to present a little bit Moldova itself, the country, and we'll go directly to a virtual tour to one of our members. So I hope you see here the map of Moldova. Do you see it? Okay, great. Well, Moldova, it's not a big country. Actually, it's comparable as the area with Belgium or Netherlands. But we have, of course, much less population than in these two countries. Still, we have a very good soil. Probably it's one of the best in the earth. It's a very rich soil in Moldova and very good climate. So that's why our fruits have a really, really good taste, and we are proud of it. And it's not just our words, but it's these are the words that usually the visitors to our stands that had the opportunities to taste our apples or other fruits within different trade shows. These are their words. They said that's really good, and these fruits actually can make a difference on any market. So talking about apples, I would like to say that mostly the production of apples are concentrated in the northern part of the country, but still there are quite big producers in the center of the country. Today we'll make a virtual visit to one of these producers. It's called Fresh Time. Actually, it's a producer group. It's a company. Quite new, established, so it has only 6 years since it was established by a group of investors. But from another side, it's a very modern company, very modern agricultural business. So here you can see on your screen the view from the top. So it's made by a drone. The company itself, it owns more than 160 hectares of land. And here you can see their orchard that it's on about 60 hectares of land. Here are very modern varieties. Now we'll go into the orchard. For example, you can see here the red chief. The images were made this autumn, right before the harvesting season started. You can see that's a very modern plantation with anti-hail net. It has a drop irrigation system, and it's computer controlled, so very modern. Also, the company owns a cherry orchard. I'll just show you right now. It's here. Also with anti-hail system. Also with the drip irrigation. And the company also owns a cold storage facility. And we can get into one of the rooms. Just a moment. So it's the cold storage facility. It's one of the biggest in the country. It is for storing about 4,000 tons of fruits. It has a dynamic control atmosphere technology. So here you can see the devices ensuring this. Yeah. And now we can go into the part of the cold storage where we have a packing house. So this packing house is also very modern. Here you can see the cherry sorting equipment. And also here is the equipment for sorting apples and packing. It's very modern. It's from a Dutch supplier, a Dutch company. So also you can see the view from outside. You can see that it's very big, it's clean, it's nice. Company is Global GAP certified, of course, and also it has GRASP certification. In general, at the company, they pay a lot of attention to the social aspects. Here you can see even a greenhouse that it's used for producing vegetables that are provided to the company's employees, to the seasonal workers also during the period when they work there. So they cannot, in this case, it's avoiding to have additional, let's say it's more convenient for the people because they are provided food there. And basically, it's what I wanted to show you about this company. Also, you should know that here are present the managers of this company. So it's Vitaly Obrijano and Dan Grebenche. Dan is the export manager, and in case if you will have some questions, you can actually either write them in the chat, either you can ask during our question and answer sessions. Yeah. So they'll be ready to answer to these questions. Also, you can get yourself, you can actually access this virtual tour by yourself, accessing Moldova Fruit website. We'll publish the address of these virtual tours. How you can, so it will be published right now in the chat. You also can find a small video about this company, but I'll not stop to this. I would just like, for this moment, I would like just to pass my word to Tatiana, and she will present the next company. It's called Darul Basarabi. Tatiana, now the floor is yours.
Thank you, Adrian. I see that we have some questions from our guests. I would encourage you to write down your questions right now in chat, and after we finish 3 presentations, 2 more, we will just start an open discussion and we can talk directly. I'm back with you. I will present you Miarița, an apple producer located in the very north of the located in the northern part of the country. Give me just a second. I will share you my screen. Now you should see it. Okay, Miarița, it is located in the north of the country. Miarița was founded in 2010, and it is a family-owned business, as many businesses in agro sector here in Moldova. Miarița is specializing in apple production, long-term storage, and export sales of apples. Company is situated in the north of the country in a very beautiful location. This region is very favorable for producing premium quality apples. It is very far from cities and from urbanized areas. You can see right now on your screen. It is an extremely beautiful location. Here on your screen right now, you can see the orchards, and we will go right now into one of the orchards. Varieties' super intensive apple orchard covers the area of 26 hectares. It is equipped with up-to-date technologies, a drip irrigation system with electronic control of soil humidity, an anti-hail system, a spring frost protection system, and all this ensures stable quality of product delivered to their customers throughout the year. Miaritsa minimized as possible the risks related to weather conditions. Producer has 10 premium varieties, including club varieties. Right now on your screen, you can see a golden orchard. In the assortment, they have Braeburn, they have Granny Smith, they have Super Chief, Golden Delicious, they have Gala Bouquet, Crimson Crisp, Dalinette, Story, Galaval, and Jeromine. We will move right now to another orchard. These pictures were done 3 days before these apples were harvested. So you can see how beautiful it is. And one more panoramic picture. Okay. So immediately after the apples were harvested, they come into warehouse facility, which is located not very far from the orchard. Miaritsa's storage has capacity of 2,900 tons, and it is refrigerated warehouse with dynamically controlled atmosphere. First, after the orchards, apples come to the pre-cooling room. Right now you can see the pre-cooling room from inside. I will do it like this and like this so you can see it. And after the pre-cooling room, the apples are moved for a longer depositing period in these big wooden containers to one of the cameras with dynamically controlled atmosphere. And this is one of these storage rooms from inside. I'll just move it around so you can clearly see what it is inside. And when the sales season starts, apples come to our sorting and packing line. Here is Miaritsa's sorting and packing line. This line can process 6 tons of fruits per hour. This line sorts apple by weight, diameter, color, and visual defects. Miaritsa's secondary business is distribution of sorting and packing lines and some equipments for farmers. And Miaritsa is also official distributor of Sorter and Agrofrost brands in Moldova. Here is the production facility and the line. What else to tell you about Miaritsa? I'll just turn on the video, turn on the sound, and continue telling you about them like this. What else to mention about Miaritsa? They have invested a lot in their production infrastructure so that they can ensure stable quality of final product throughout the year despite any unfavorable conditions, weather conditions. They have drip irrigation system, electronic control of soil humidity, an anti-hail system, spring frost protection system, and own meteo station as well. Company is certified and complies with Global GAP and ISO 22000 requirements. Company is specializing only in apples. We provide different types of packaging. As standard, they deliver apples in carton boxes, 14 kilos and 7 kilos with plastic alveoles, but they also can do bushels and small carton boxes like 4 kilo boxes. Company can also provide other types of packaging on buyer's request. So they are very, very flexible. They produce apples under the trade name Miorica, and Miorica is a proud member of Moldova Fruit Association. We travel a lot and we participate in different international expositions. Not long time ago, Miorica has hired a representative in Germany. Before, their main market was Russian Federation, but at the moment they're really dedicated to expand their export markets to EU and Middle East. And they're looking for long-term reliable partners there. At the moment, Miorica has all the varieties in stock. We have over 240 tons of golden, 285 tons of gala, over 300 tons of Braeburn, and in total 1,800 tons of apples and varieties. Please don't hesitate to get in touch with representatives of the company directly. After the presentation will be over, my colleagues will send you the detailed profile of all the producers which will be presented here today. So thank you very much for your attention, and I would like to invite Valeria Kaduk with her presentation of Smart AS, another producer from the north of Moldova. Valeria, please, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Tatiana. Hello, everyone. My name is Valeria, and today I'm gonna guide you through our company's virtual tour. Let me share my screen. Hope you see it. Okay. Smart Ltd is located in the northeast region of Moldova. It's a city called Briceni. It's a place with rich traditions of apple growing in Moldova due to its fertile soils and suitable climate, which gives our apples a unique taste and distinguished aroma. The company was founded in 1999. We have a total area of 200 hectares, and 50 of them are apple orchards. The apple orchards are protected by anti-hail system, have a drip irrigation system, and all the necessary equipment for a quality apple to grow. We grow about 10 varieties of apples. Many of them are Gala varieties, Golden Delicious, Super Chief, Fuji, Florina, Champion, and Yona Gold. Here on the screen, you can see a young orchard of Super Chief. Also, we manage the product chain from nursery to sale, and this is the best way to assure quality. So here is our tree nursery, where we grow the apple trees for our orchards. At the moment, there are such varieties as Braeburn, Gala, and Granny Smith. And now let's move to the cold storage facility. The cold storage have a total capacity of 2,500 tons. This last wing was built in 2017, and it's equipped with ultra low controlled atmosphere. We store our apples in plastic fruit boxes to prevent them from any damages. So here you can see some golden reindeers in the storing process. And now let's move to the packing house. Here is our packing house, where is the apple sorting line, with a total capacity of 5 tons per hour. It sorts apples by color, shape, and size. And after that, we pack the apples according to our customers' requirements. And now let me show you a short video presentation of our company to help you make a better impression on us.
Hello everyone, my name is Valeria Kaduk and I represent Smarta Ltd from Moldova. We are a family company who grow the tastiest apples since 1999. Our main varieties are Gala, Golden, Red Chief, and we are constantly expanding. If you would like to discover the real taste of Moldovan apples, you are always welcome to our orchards.
We harvest about 2,000 tons of apples per year, and all of this quantity is Global GAP certified. Also, our company is GRASP certified, and the packing house and the cold storage facility are ISO certified, ISO 22000. So you can be sure that traceability, safety, quality, and the distinguished taste are guaranteed. Our main markets are Russian Federation, Romania, and local market, but we are willing to find new partners to establish new reliable relationships and to expand our selling geography. So I hope we'll keep in touch. And if you have any questions, I will gladly answer them in the Q&A section, or you can write on our email. Thank you for your attention. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Valeria. Okay. Right now, we want to open the session of questions and answers. We got already some questions in chat. I have answered already about plums. We do not, our current producers which we have today are specializing only in apples, and that was the main topic of today's meeting. But we have producers of plums as members of Moldova Fruit Association. Please drop us a quick message after the meeting, and we will find opportunities to get you in touch with other members of our association who can supply plums. I think we have today Mr. Iontule. Mr. Iontule can tell more about plums.
He is also online, so actually he could answer these questions if there are some particular questions. Yes. But as variety, we have Stanley, we have also Lepotica. There are varieties that were listed in the question.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go ahead. Feel free to turn on your cameras, and we have commercial directors, owners, and other decision-making persons from the production companies presented here today with us. So again, we would like to encourage the dialogue between us, and dialogue is really important. As the information directly from buying partners make us move forward and implement the necessary standards, certifications, types of packaging. Our producers are very flexible. If we know in advance what we have to do in order to meet the specific buyer's requirements, we find ways to implement it and to build long-term relations with our partners, with our importers. So let's talk about our needs, about your needs, and how we fit them now or in close future.
People, don't be shy. Please ask questions.
I have a question concerning cherries. Do you have a problem with Drosophila suzuki in Moldova?
So maybe you want to lay or Vitaly Obrejano that also have sweet cherries in their orchards. They can tell you more about this.
Okay, thank you.
At the moment in at the moment in Moldova, it's only, I think, in a south part we have some Drosophila Suzuki. In the north part, in our region, we don't have it. Also, we have in winter time some minus 15, minus 20 degrees, and I think it's not resisting with low temperature. But we expect it to have it soon. Also, we install around cherries orchard. We install anti-Suzuki net to prevent this insect. Why you ask?
Just for information.
Okay.
Which varieties do you produce in Moldova?
Okay, more or less, it's a classic variety. If you speak about high density orchards of cherry, we speak about also Corde Regina, some Skina, some late variety. Also, my colleague Ivan have some cherry from Van family, and also Rocket, Frisco. I think Ivan, if it's Ivan online, I think not. It's not online, but mostly it's the same classic variety like in Europe. All trees we get it from Italy or from Holland. We choose the same variety like it was from 2012. Last orchard is okay. Everybody also planned something new. One of my associate planted last year some new variety. It's if you know about Final variety. It's it's a German variety, new one, very late variety. I think 10 days after Regina.
And when do you expect to start the season? Normally.
At the beginning, in Moldova, season starts at the beginning of June, also like in Italy. And it's the end, it's more or less, it's the middle of July. Okay. Also, we have some of our colleagues have very early variety, but I don't think it's big size of modern variety of cherry, but more or less from beginning of June, we already have cherry in the market.
And do you already sell something in direction to Germany?
I don't sell to Germany, but I think some of our partner 2 years ago sold to German company.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
What are your requirements to cherries packaging at the moment, and the requirements to certification?
Normally, we have two different packagings. That is 5 kilo loose in a carton box. Mm-hmm. And the other is 10 times 500 grams. Depends on the caliber. That means normally we start with 24 plus in 10 times 500. And if we do in 5 kilo loose, normally we need 26 or 28 plus.
And is it half kilo? Is it covered? Is it flow pack or is it open box?
Open.
Open box, plastic one or carton one?
A punnet covered.
Yeah, it's a punnet. Two possibilities. Yeah. There is a punnet covered in flow pack, for example, but we also have how do you say it in English? It's just a piece of plastic.
Yes. Yeah, like casserole.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I want to ask something about 5 kilo carton boxes. It must be in MAP bags.
In carry bags. We have these carry bags like we have it in the grapes.
Mm-hmm. I understand. If you speak about a half of kilo, yes. If you speak about 5 kilo carton boxes, it must be also packed with
In the loose 5 kilogram carton boxes, we have the carry bag that the consumer is more convinced to take less a bunch of or a lot of cherries directly, you know. So otherwise you lose 5 or 10 pieces in the box left. So that's the reason why it's the same like if the competition is from Turkey price levels, and in the 5 kilograms they put in a carry bag.
How much in one carry bag you put usually?
About 500 grams. It is not
in average.
In average, you know, it's 5 kilogram boxes, but could be different weights in every carry bag.
Because what they do, if you go in the supermarket and you have to pay, they check the weight.
Yeah.
If you buy 450 grams, it's okay. You have to pay 450 grams, and another, let's say, has 600 grams. That's okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
The most important thing is 5 kilo in a box.
Could we get from you more information about this type of bags? Maybe we will make you offer for this season. And also we are Global Gap certified for cherry. We will discuss also with you after this meeting. We will discuss also with you your potential requirement for pesticide in this cherry, because I think your client at the destination could check it and could ask for more specific requirement, not so EU requirements or German requirement.
Yeah.
I know that some of our consulting already prevent us that for next year some of clients could ask for a less minimum resid level for some plums, apricot, cherry, because big supermarkets like I think Lidl or another clients ask for more or less, for less resid level.
Yeah. We can send you product specifications for the loose product. That means a 5 kilogram, and the punnets 500 grams are the price entrance. That's the reason why we take smaller sizes. And even if you send us a list of all your Spritzmittel,
The residues you use.
yeah.
Okay.
For the products you use for the production, then we have even a lab in our country, in our company, which can check if they are allowed or not.
I already have this information. I will.
Okay.
I already sent to you. Okay, I sent. Okay, thank you, Tatiana. I already sent to you directly my email address. Also, Tatiana, write the email address, because I already have this information from, I say, my consulting from Germany. We have now a consulting guy from Germany, also who know very good this market and requirement for this market.
Okay.
And he helped us. We have a big project together. He helped us to get they prepare us to enter in the European market. Also, I understand it's a very big difference between what we have in Russia and what we have in Germany, like requirement. But we already prepare, like you see in our presentation. Thank you, Adrian, for a good presentation of our company. We already have a sorting line for cherry. We also, it's a more or less it's a grading line for cherry, not a sorting. It's a grading line for cherry. We could grade by sizes, and at the end we could also pack in. We have a weight counter, and we could pack in 5 kilo boxes. But if I remember exactly some requirements from last year, they asked for 5 kilo boxes with map bags. Why we need map bags? To prevent some damages of the fruits during the transportation or the storage at the end of at the client's cold storage. Okay, we could also take a look for South cherry. I will show you something. I have it here. Okay, it's not so good to. I will show you. We also have this kind of bag. It's something like in the United States, you could get more or less 1 kilo. It's a carry bag. It's also a perforated carry bag. I put some apples because I make some tests for apples from my cooling storage for a shelf life. Also, we have this packaging for cherry. At the end, We tried to sell in local market. It was a good success, like you say. It's a easy carry bag, but it's not. I think it's not prepared to be treated with something for especially for cherry. It's simply plastic carry bag, nothing else. If it will be some interesting, we could send you some samples. Maybe it could be. We have some stock of these bags.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
One more question. How long is transport taken from your company to Germany?
I think 2 or 3 days.
How much?
2 or 3 days.
3 days.
More or less is not a time in a road, because we have I think 1,500 kilometers distance. More or less is customs clearing at the border, because we are not EU member, and we must enter in Romania and stay a little bit more or less. I say 2 days, 3 days, depends on weather condition, but in the summertime, I don't see any problems.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have a question related to current prices of apples on the market. Guys, who is working right now? Who is importing apples right now? What are current prices on the market? What is current average price that you are procuring apples, plus minus? Just for us to be to get some more insights of what is happening on the market.
I want to tell you, I could tell you what is the price in our market, what is the price for what we sell apples, depends on variety.
That's the reason why we are here. We want to understand what is happening and how we fit into international market right now. What are your current prices, Vitaly?
Okay, depends on variety. We speak about, let me check, it will be, I will make 1 second to put in euro, because I think nobody want to know what is lay prices. Okay, now for some variety, just a second, please. Okay, price in the market for Gala variety, it's more or less 72 euro cent per kilo right now. I get some requests on these prices. For golden and some red varieties, price is near 70 euro cent per kilo.
So it's ex-works.
Yeah, you speak about ex-works, full ex-works price. Yes, okay. It's more or less. It's not the ex-works. It's FCA prices, because we also will make custom clearing on our side.
Right.
I think Mr. Matkovsky has also a good variety of apples. I don't know exactly if you speak English.
I will do translation. Дом Матковский, мы говорим по поводу цен. Я могу перевести на английский язык ваши сообщения. Если будут какие-то вопросы, я буду переводить их вам тоже. Микрофон.
Я думаю, я так понял, что господин Виталий объявил, какие цены у нас на ФЧА. Значит, это нужно, как говорится, в отношении цен конкретно говорить между нами, производителем, каждым покупателем. Я считаю, что после этого сегодняшнего разговора, значит, онлайн мы должны контактировать, кому что интересно. Значит, у нас есть компании, которые... То есть у нас в фирме мы производим такие сорта, которые, допустим... Ну, короче, каждый производитель имеет свои сорта. В основном они такие общие, но у нас, допустим...
Давайте я переведу сначала. Mr. Matkovsky says that Vitaly has announced the average prices, which are right now on the market, but it depends on producer and it depends on the way of individual negotiations to every producer in individual manner. And Mr. Matkovsky considers that it will be better to discuss the price-related issues
individually,
in individual way.
Было бы хорошо, наверное, и сейчас онлайн обсудить немножко цены, которые есть сейчас на рынке в России, которые у нас, посмотреть, насколько все это сходится.
Mr. Matkovsky encourages the discussion of average prices right now on the market, just for us to understand how do our producers fit into international situation with prices right now, and whether our products are competitive on international level at the moment. Please give us some more insights about the situation on your market, on your requirements to certifications, on your requirements to packaging, on your requirements to price level at the moment. This will be really helpful for us.
Алена. Черри, я, да?
Well, maybe there are some other questions.
We have another question concerning the apples. Is there a packaging possibility for 2 kilos in a plastic bag?
A carry bag. In Germany, we've got that bags where you can put your hand inside, like to carry.
Yeah, we understand what you mean.
That's typical in our supermarkets. Yeah. We have a layer and these 2 kilo bags.
Mm-hmm. I want to ask you something about this carry bag. You work on this packaging. What is more interesting for you? 4 or 6 apples in flow pack or 1 2 kilo carry bag?
Mostly we sell the product like the 2 kilogram like a bag to take it home, and the second one is the foodtainer. I don't know if that's you know that, which is a paper layer.
Yeah.
Yeah. With a which is like not a flow pack. It is a stretch of pack. That are the most or the biggest volumes normally in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. At this moment, I think we have 1 or 2 lines in Moldova who could pack in this carry bag, but more or less another producer could pack by hand. Okay, it takes more time and depend on each producer if he has time or not to pack it. But some lines already is in Moldova. Also, we think about this because we get some requirements from UK and also from Russian for this packaging. It must be also 2 kilo. It must be something special, or it could be different because
the sizes for the 2 kilograms are normally 65 millimeters plus. If you take like a small variety, if you take Una Gold or something which is a bigger variety, you can even take 75 until, we don't like the biggest one like the Russian like it, until 90 millimeters, something like that. If you have only later on in a 2 kilogram bag just 6 or 8 pieces, that should be minimum 8 pieces, something like that, not too big.
Okay.
And in the foodtainer, we normally do the 70 millimeter plus, and then the one layer starts with 75 millimeters.
Okay, because more or less, in our opinion, okay, also from discussion with some guys from buyers from supermarkets, they say that premium apples usually are in this paper tray with stretch or with flow pack, okay, but volume is not so big. More or less, the big volume of packaged apples are in carry bag, and but for carry bag they look for a small price, and usually they could be small sizes. Sometimes it's very, very small sizes. Okay, depends on the market. You say 65. Guys from UK say from 60, they accept it. Depends, but it must be the same sizes. Not I could not pack one apple 60 millimeters and another apples 75 millimeters. It must be more or less the same sizes.
One question here about these carry bags. Should it be somehow branded, with a particular design, particular image?
We do that in private labels for the German retailer markets. Like if you do it for all the German retailer have different brands for a price. We see the 2 kilogram bag as a price entrance. In the middle, a little bit added value is the puttainer, and the one layer we are thinking that is a premium product. That's the reason why we take it like that. If we have it with 8 pieces, 2 kilogram in a box. In Germany, we use different boxes from different companies. That we have the Europool boxes, the green boxes, or the IFCO. But normally you just support, I think, the carton boxes. Yeah.
Because I ask this question because if you want it somehow branded, with a particular design on it, it means already that in this case we have to be sure somehow about a certain quantity because all these printing forms, matrix, they cost, Yeah. So here the solution, either you provide this package from Germany or from your country, from your client. Either we should know that it's a quantity, a certain quantity contracted.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Of course. But perhaps you can later show or send us per email the packaging possibilities you've got. And even we send you product specifications with pictures, what we need. Could be a possibility, yeah?
Well, basically, if, for example, these polyethylene bags come from you, it's not a big deal because, it can be just by hand manually. And I know that some traders even prefer to have it by hand because usually by hand it's even a better quality inside than, generally it's a better quality inside because a machine could do. So generally they prefer like this, and it's not a big deal. It's not a big additional investment to provide it like this,
Yeah, they have got another question to Vitaly, perhaps. If you harvest, you have that in big boxes, like 350 kilograms, wooden boxes. Yes. And if you sort them, you do it by water, or you do it if you just make them empty without water? Or you've got that water line?
No, on water. Our sorting line, I think all our sorting line in Moldova is on water. Okay. It's more safety for apples. Yes, but what we get also offers for machine, for this packing machine and carry bag. It was on without water because we use already pre-sorted apples. At the beginning, you put a container with already sorted apples. You know what sizes inside is around 65-70 millimeters. Okay, like you say, Adrian, some people already check, but it's not a big problem to double check the quality, because after that counting machine put 8 apples, or you like 12 apples, depends on sizes, depends how many kilo we want to have inside, and they make a small doses on this, and after that machine open this bag, put inside apples gently, and pack it. Depends on the machine. Pack it with. It could be like I don't know to say in English. Sudează, cum o să fie corect?
Like welding, I'm not sure if it's the correct term now.
Yes, I could give some more details who are interesting for this machine. I already discussed with somebody who preparing some special design. The most important thing on this carry bag, it must be 25 or more or less 25 millimeters thickness of this plastic. It must be perforated because apples breathe, and you don't want to have some surprises at the end where it's water and everything. Cold apples come inside this bag, and mostly correct to
well, let's say, to keep the right atmosphere inside, you know, not to get it.
Apples need oxygen. Apple need oxygen, or it must be some map bags. Map bags prevents some scald on apples. Maybe we will discuss after this fair more details about your supplier of plastic. Maybe if it's possible, we want to get some samples of this plastic, and maybe we could offer some apples also in this carry bag. Okay, we will pack by hand. I understand we will pack by hand, but it could be a try.
I think initially it would be much faster if you agree, for example, if you provide these bags, and here we just can make the packing.
I will send, after the conversation here, I will send some pictures of the bags we use for the moment. I will get them from our producers here in Germany. You have an idea what we use right now.
Well, I also could provide for all of us who are interested. You could contact me, or I could send you directly. I have some pictures of Polish packing, of Polish bags, and also from United States. It was pictures from internet, United States, packing apples for UK or something like that.
Okay.
Or also we have another solution. Who are interested, please contact me directly. I will provide them more information about this. Thank you.
Other
if
questions?
Nobody want to speak, if nobody want to speak,
I have a question about export. I work for Freshbite. I have colleagues in India. I have colleagues in Saudi Arabia. And we export apples from all over the world to my colleagues there. I'm interested in bushel boxes, and also, where is the closest port in around Moldavia to export to those countries? Can you help me with that?
I think Vitaly has experience in sending to those countries in bushel boxes.
Like I want to say, yes, if nobody want to speak, let me do it, because it's our first presentation and nobody want to see silence, to hear silence. Yes, we have experience. We have two solutions. Let's say we have two solutions. I want to invite Martin and Dmitry to this discussion, because I know these guys for some years. It's good guys, but they have more experience like us, but they are, or on our side, they are buyers, we are sellers. Now, okay, we have also we have on stock. If somebody need from our friends, from our association, we could provide some packing, and we have also bushel boxes, and we have trays, we have everything. We have experience to sell to also to Oman, to Saudi Arabia, to Dubai, to India, to Bangladesh. The nearest port is from Ukraine. I think it will be a little bit cheaper, more or less $1,200 per container. And another, we want to calculate port charge and also delivery to port of destination from Ukraine port like Odessa or Ilyichovsk.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, we have experience. I think more company from here have experience with export
those markets,
to these markets. I think it's a little problem to sell to India, because I think it's not validated special agreement. but to Arabic country to...
We still can make a trial shipment. Sorry, Vitaly, just to compliment to your words. So actually we are on a kind of a trial, you know, with the Indian market. So, but well, I think I'll be very happy if we can reach the number or the quantities.
Yeah, the thing with India now is that we need to sort out. They have now a new thing that is the GMO certificate that we need to sort out first before sending apples, because after 1st of March, you need to have a GMO certificate. So that's something that we are sorting out right now. In Brazil, we have this certificate, but in Europe, it seems to be a problem. But for the Middle East, I'm really interested, and maybe not anymore for this season, but for next season, I want to be prepared also with the Moldavian apples. Yeah,
that would be nice.
Yeah, thanks.
GMO certificate. This is something related to the production certification, or more to the government level of certification.
Yeah, it's more. Yeah, I can share with you the documents if you want, but they want now that it's per container. You need to prove that it is not that you have this GMO certificate. So it's something what in Holland or in Europe, it's not really sorted out yet how to provide with this thing, because it's quite new for everybody.
But
maybe other people have this experience.
One question: if, for example, GMO is not allowed by law, is it enough or not?
No, you need to have an official certificate.
Certificates. You still need a certificate.
Yes. Even that, when you know it's not allowed, you still need to have the certificate.
I understand.
And I know that in Belgium they are able to do it, but in Poland, for example, they still don't know how to do it.
Sorry, but for what market in particular is this? Is it for India
only? India only.
India.
Only India. Middle East, Far East, no problem. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. Well.
Okay, who wants also to make some announcements or to make some requests to speak up? What we are going to do after the meeting, we will proceed with a follow-up. In the follow-up after this meeting, all the participants will receive the detailed profiles of producers who were presented here. Also, in our follow-up, we will do some connections to plum producers that were requested here lately, and some information on cherry producers also as well. So.
Yes, if there is interest for cherries or plums, we can, for example, repeat this kind of session with the producers of these fruits, and would be happy to help you.
Yeah, that would be really interesting for us. Even different other. If we heard a little bit about Einkopf, that's wrong. We heard even about apricots. Somebody talked about apricots, so that would be the stone fruits, for example. Would be interesting for Fruit Vital in Germany, because we already do stone fruits like plums from your country. We take them loose and we pre-pack them in Germany, or even in nearby our clients normally, with the grower who do the German plums. So they have the facilities, they have the packing machines. But even we would be open if we work with you directly with the grower to think about if we take them directly pre-packed. Yeah, because in Germany labor costs are, I think, more not so priceless like in your country.
Yeah, it's a topic to think about. Yeah, definitely.
Like 2 years ago, we got almost no flow pack machines in Moldova. Almost no producers got flow pack machines. For the last year, we got 3 producers with flow pack lines who can supply pre-packed plums in flow pack. And in upcoming year, we will have 3 more producers installing this flow pack. So we can get you in touch with them, so you can have the.
Yeah, we would be interested in loose product. We have a small carton. I don't know if I've got him here, but you can see him. Small carton, 1.5 kilogram, where we put the plums inside.
These are for fresh plums?
Yeah, that's all.
Fresh plums.
And we have like that, the 1 kilogram in Germany, with flow pack or without. Even with flow pack, the other food sortimental retailer would like to have it in an open 1 kilogram. Yeah, that would be interesting. And this products and these pre-packed things, I think they can be also done in Moldavia. Depending of the quality, but if I understand from Vitaly right, there's a transport time of 2 or 3 days for full trucks. Yeah,
minimum. Wenn an der Grenze steht.
Well, no, 2 days it's realistic to Germany, I think.
2 days.
Yeah, it all depends, but generally with a good planning, it's possible because the distance is about to Berlin, for example, from the central part of Moldova, it would be around 1,500 kilometers, The problem is it could be a rise, but it's not obligatory that will arise, with the Romanian border.
Yeah, that is a problem.
And sometimes it happens, but with a good planning, with it's possible to arrange to have it in 2 days,
Yeah. But that is something where we were really interested in to get to know growers of your side, which are doing these stone fruits. Even with apricots, there's an interesting market, but we have to check, to analyze what are the prices in your market, what would be the prices in our market. We have a premium line, which mostly come from France, in the different apricots, and we have the price entrance, which comes from Spain or from Italy. So that is even an interesting product, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll follow up on this. I think there is some topics to work on.
Of course. Thank you for that really interesting presentation, and we think it was really professional. Huh?
Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. As we are getting close to the end of our time together, thank you very much for all of you being with us today, watching us today. We consider it was a really successful experiment, and I think we will continue on your request. We'll continue the same events for the other crops and with other producers, members of Moldova Fruit Association. We really encourage you to get in touch with our panelists after the meeting. We will follow up, as we said, with profiles of the companies and the contact details. We really encourage the direct dialogue between you. And thank you again. Stay tuned and take care of yourself. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.